Hey, what's up, y'all? How's it going? This is New Blotto, and we're going to be doing the second part of my vinyl collection as of 2022. So in this video, as you can see on the screen, it's going to feature the Joji spoon that I got from my boy a while back, so shout out to him. This is an essential purchase right there. So I'm just going to be picking off from where I left off in the last video, and I ended off around like the letter D, so I ended off at like Denzel Curry. So I'll be starting with letter E. And even before that, I'm going to be showing you one of the records that I picked up like recently. It was supposed to be, it would have been in the previous video, but I'm just going to show it at the start of this video too. So if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought, and let's get right into it, all right? So the first one we got is Once Twice Melody by Beach House. Of course, this should have been in the last one with my other Beach House records, but I got this recently, like I said. So I just thought I'd put it in here. I just like eyed this at the record store that's nearby where I live, and it definitely caught my eye with how the cover looks. Like you can see, it's kind of like, it looks like it's like some type of leather or something like that. It's not though, it's like plasticky how it feels, but it looks nice, and the artwork on there, it's really cool. And yeah, even the text, and it also comes with this poster here, which is pretty sick. If y'all haven't yet, I did review this album on my channel already. So yeah, go ahead and click that link. I might put it up the top right of the screen there. But yeah, I definitely like this project. I wouldn't say it's my favorite from Beach House, but big fan of the project so far. And I think they did well overall with this. So yeah, I'm glad I got to pick this up with the alternative black cover. So yeah, shout out to Beach House. All right, next one we got to start off is I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside by Earl Sweatshirt. Definitely a fan of this project here. One of my favorites from Earl. Like second to some rap songs, I'd say. And this cover is definitely different from the one that's on streaming services. The one on streaming just has like black text, and this one has Earl on the cover there. I like the packaging on this. The images, like, I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty depressing. But I think it does, you know, match the vibe of the album, of course. Really dark album. But I do like a lot of Earl's rapping on here. It does sound pretty pronounced, I'd say, with him. But he's just speaking like about really depressing shit on here. So it does, the overall artwork of this vinyl does like match the subject matter of the album. So yeah, I think it's a good pressing. So yeah, shout out to Earl. Then we got my favorite by him, Some Rap Songs. You know, I got to keep that hype sticker there, of course. Yeah, like I said, definitely my favorite project by him so far. Just like the subject matter he got on there, plus the beats that he chose to go for. He went more like abstract compared to the beats on Doris and on I Don't Like Shit. So yeah, big fan of how this project came out. Definitely digging into the lyrics of this. Like, it's like, of course, Earl gives like pretty layered lyrics, so just going through it just to understand like anything that he's saying, and then going back and listening to it like all the way through was just a really enjoyable experience overall. And that poem that his dad wrote, I actually read it again pretty recently, and I forgot how hard-hitting it is. And yeah, it's definitely a nice poem just to add to the record, especially surrounding the events that occur on this album. Like, his dad had passed recently when the albums were released, so it's a good tribute to him. So yeah, shout out to Earl for this record. Really like it. Then we go into the Twigs discography right here. So starting off with EP1. As you can see, this is very basic packaging. I've never seen a vinyl with this type of packaging before. I mean, besides like the older stuff that just has the LP and the record inside, and just like a blank outer sleeve, but this is like very bland. At least the music is good. I'm a big fan of her like alternative, alternative R&B sound to it. So yeah, I think it's a good start to her discography. Really solid. Ooh, then after that we got EP2. I didn't get the one with the necklace she had on there. I'm not sure if this is like an unofficial pressing or something, or maybe a repress that didn't include that for whatever reason, but it's not there. She stepped up the packaging game a little bit. She actually gave it a actual cover, but everything else is just pretty basic. But I will say I like this EP a little bit more than EP1. but she's basically going like along a similar route with this. And you can see here, I'm like trying to line up the eyes. I think I got it like pretty well on there. Yeah, actually that's as close as I've gotten, honestly. So shout out to me for doing that. I think that's a download card behind there. I don't know if I use it yet, so that's why I ain't showed the back of it. I don't want to try to snipe my download, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I really like this record too. So we're gonna keep going with the Twigs stuff because I got even more. Yes, another magnum opus. We got LP1 by FKA Twigs. Yeah, big fan of this project here. I like the glossy finish that they had on this packaging here. Let me see the record. Yeah, this one's just standard black as well. If y'all want to know where I got these inner sleeves from, I got it from Amazon like a while back. I didn't get them recently because they've been sold out for a while, but they may be in stock now. So if I find it, I'll put the link in the description. But you can see from the actual sleeve, it has the lyrics on there. And I honestly think that every artist should like include some type of lyrics when they, send out their vinyl. I know some artists like get upset when their lyrics are misinterpreted or transcribed. So they should just put it in the record, Don't really got to deal with that. Oh, Melissa, I would say this is definitely my favorite album cover by her. In general, I like the black and gold theme that she got going on, and how this cover feels. It's like really nice finish on there. One of my favorites too. As for the music on here, I do enjoy it, of course, because it's Twigs. Like, she can't do no wrong music wise. But I do say it was a little bit more inaccessible for if people were to get into her music. I say this is her most inaccessible project. But I still say give it a listen. Has some cool stuff on there. Ooh, what's next? Oh, of course, yeah. Madeleine by FKA Twigs. I'm not sure if it's Magdalene or Madeleine. I'm pretty sure it's Magdalene, so I'm going to go with that. But yeah, definitely still her best album to date. This one actually has a gatefold. I'm loving it. Really nice artwork here. Some people said, they come over to my place and I have it on my vinyl wall. They say it's like a pretty creepy cover, like she's staring at your soul. But I can see why. And yeah, it has that weird marking on my record for some reason. It doesn't make it skip at all, but apparently it's just maybe a factory mistake or something. But yeah, really nice red record, and I'm glad they put a really good inner sleeve there, with the lining on the inside of it. I feel like that should be the standard, but some people just want to cut cost and such. And then we got the insert there. Are those lyrics? Can't see. They're probably lyrics, so that's good. If not, then try to look them up. But yeah, Madeleine, that will conclude the Twigs collection here. So we're gonna keep it going. Let's see what's next. Ooh, Flying Lotus, You're Dead. This is an essential right here. One of the best vinyl packagings I've seen. Really high quality. The cover is really thick. And the glossy finish on there, and the album art is sick. Look at this gatefold. This is probably the best gatefold I've ever seen. The attention to detail and just how far you went with it is just crazy. It's so sick. And then you can get into the inside too. Even more artwork to look at. This it does remind me of some Grimes artwork from my other records. That'll be primarily from Art Angels, which you guys are going to see in a little bit. But yeah, I always like it when they, go all out with the artwork, because it's a physical product. So why not include even more concept art or album art, So yeah, shout out to Fly Low for that. But yeah, a really great project, experimental jazz, rap and such, electronic here and there. So it's pretty cool. I definitely recommend that record. Oh, here we have an outlier. This is Channel Pressure by Ford and Lopatin. I can't say his last name, but it's from Daniel Lopatin from When No Tricks Point Never. And as you can see on the back here, this is actually numbered. It's limited to I think that says 2,500 copies, which is pretty cool. I never had a numbered record before. This is the only one. But yeah, when I picked this up, I didn't know this was Daniel Lopatin from One O Tricks Point Never. So that was cool to see. Didn't know he collaborated with, you know, or like had another collaboration with like under a different name with another artist. So that was cool to see. I'm not gonna lie, this record is just a pain to get back in the packaging. Like I legit had to cut the footage because wait, did I? Yeah, I did. I had to cut the footage because like this packaging is like super difficult and annoying to get in. But other than that, I do like the packaging overall. I like how they made the screen glossy there as well. And yeah, shout out to them for that record. Oh yeah, we got Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist. Yeah, one of my favorite albums from 2020. I think it was second to King Cruel, Man Alive. But it was like pretty close overall. Really good year for music. But yeah, Alfredo was a really good project. The Alchemist, you know, does his thing with each and everything he touches. So shout out to him. I like the little, what is that called? The picnic plaid that they put in there. I know there's a name for it, but I don't remember. But yeah, I like that addition to it. We got the boy George Clanton, 100% Electronica. Yeah, shout out to him. He's on his vaporwave grind. That's just kind of his niche, I'd say, especially with his label that he made. Like, shout out to everybody on there. But look at this pressing though. Look at this. This is clean. This is probably my favorite pressing I got in my whole collection. I think it's like a volcano splatter pressing, and it's just so sick. Like, yeah, he put his foot in this. I'm not gonna lie, he did his thing. Shout out to him. He doesn't have any inserts, unfortunately, but hey, I'll take this over like the type of insert that he could have had. So shout out to him for this. You know, had to put it in that special sleeve there too. And I like the cover a lot too. I think people like the other cover, which I'm going to show you next from his next record. Ooh, which is Slide by George Clanton. Yeah, big fan of this project too. I definitely think he like matured on this project even more, even though he has like a lot of other music under different aliases, like E-Spirit or E-Spree, however you pronounce it, and Mirror Kisses as well. But yeah, definitely probably his most cohesive project, strongest project in his discography. And we got that Blue Eye vinyl there, which is pretty sick too. Had to sleeve it up in the premium stuff, so you already know. No inserts in this one either, but like I said, you give me a clean pressing, then I can go without an insert or two, you know. And this wasn't even too expensive. Like, didn't even break the $40 mark. So yeah, I'm not even too mad about that. But yeah, this Slide by George Clanton. All right, this is a Record Store Day pickup, G-Sides by Gorillaz. I was upset on Record Store Day because I was looking for My Dear Melancholy as well, and they didn't have it, so I had to buy it after for an increased price on the same day. But I just got this project instead since they had it. Since I do like Gorillaz, I like some of their music as well. Not a too big of a fan of this project, honestly, but it's cool to hear some, you know, some side cuts from them. So shout out to them for that. Then we got Demon Days. This is the only other record I have by them on vinyl. This is definitely my favorite project by them as well, which I think it is for a lot of people. But this got a lot of nostalgia, especially the song Feel Good Inc. I don't know why I heard this so much on the radio when I was younger. Definitely Feel Good Inc. And I think there was another track on there that I heard pretty frequently. But yeah, I do like a good majority of the tracks on here. And you can see we got Murdoch, we got 2D right there. And on the other sleeve, we got Noodle, and we got Russell. So yeah, like that edition. This is on the standard black vinyl. So yeah, nothing too crazy. I know there's a red version of this too, which I missed out on, unfortunately, but I'm not tripping over it, you know. So as long as I get it and I got it and it sounds good, I'm happy. I'm a happy man. All right, so shout out to them. Had to cut that too. It gave me an issue getting it into the outer sleeve as well. Next, we go into the Grimes discography. We started off with Geidi Primes. Yeah, I can look, if somebody told me that they didn't like this project, I can understand, because it does sound kind of amateurish at some parts, especially with like, you know, sound choice, like sound design and just structure overall. But I do like the vibe that this album gives off, and just the use of her different sounds and different styles, I do think it's pretty cool, and it's enjoyable for the most part for me, but I understand why people wouldn't like that one. Halfaxa though, this is a whole different case right here. Look, this is my favorite project by her. I'd say I can say that it's probably not her best project, but it's definitely my favorite overall. Definitely like the witch house route she was going on with this project. Yeah, she got some of my favorite tracks on here, like Omega, River. You got World Princess. You got Weird Guild. Bro, there's bangers all across this whole joint. And she got the alternative artwork for the vinyl, so shout out to her for that. What's next? Visions. Yeah, this is definitely another solid project by her. I think it has her most popular song on here. I think it's Oblivion, I'm pretty sure. But I do like this project a lot too. But definitely not among my favorites. It's probably like right in the middle for me for her discography. But again, like she snapped on the cover art and on the extra artwork as well. Big fan of her art style and what she chose to do. I don't know why she put the same thing on both sides, but not a biggie. Another black vinyl, of course. And Vinyl Be Pleased, it released like a special edition of that, which I kind of want to cop, but it may be too late now. But yeah, this will do fine for right now. It's pretty good electronic music as well, and I can understand why this will be like pretty popular among her fans as well. So yeah, this Visions is by Grimes. Shout out to her. Then we got, I'd say, her best project to date, which is Art Angels. And if you see me tilting it in the opposite direction, it's because I'm showing my brother. He's in the room too. You know, shout out to him. But yeah, this gatefold is nice. I like the little gradient she got with the blue and pink in the background. And they got some of her craziest artwork. Like she put a bunch of sheets in this pressing here, and I'm just tossing it to my brother so I can show it to him. But like, this is what you need if you're going to charge like $40 for a vinyl. Like even close to that, then you got to include some extra stuff. Like Grimes can draw, then she's gonna throw in some extra artwork, you know. Just, you know, like little stuff to add to it. Especially if you're gonna be paying that much for it, you should, you know, not just include the record and the outer sleeve. Yeah, like that's it. Nah, I don't agree with that. Like, give me some more if you're gonna be charging me that much, you know. But yeah, shout out to Grimes for this one. Yeah, the finish on the outer sleeve of this record is pretty clean too, because you see it's pretty glossy in some parts and like matte in other parts. And this is on the standard black as well. I know there's like a red one, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't get my hands on that. It's not a big deal, like I said. But yeah, like I said, it's probably her best project. And then we got Miss Antropocene. Really highly anticipated this project here. She got the alternate artwork on the back, and there's another alternate artwork that's now on streaming, which I think she should have just had in the first place. I think I like that artwork the best, but the OG artwork is cool too. I'm a fan of it. This one is on a translucent pink vinyl, which is really cool. My brother said it looked like candy. It does kind of look like a watermelon, like Jolly Rancher of sorts, and I think it's a pretty cool color. I like the pink. But yeah, like I actually got this like the date that it came out, and I went to my record store because I really thought that people were gonna be going after it, and it was gonna be sold out when I got there. But that wasn't the case. It was there like 2 days after still. So gotta jump the gun there, but it's all good. But I also got this the same day that I got my Tame Impala record for the Slow Rush, which is pretty cool. Like the same thing was there. Like I don't even think I listened to like one single from that project, but luckily I ended up liking the Slow Rush too, along with this album. But I would say this is like maybe second or third to Art Angels. Well, now we got J. Cole 2014 Forest Hills Drive. You know, I call this a classic for me personally, just because, you know, back in high school, like me and like everybody else was like bumping this, like knew all the songs, knew a bunch of the lyrics from it. Like I would consider this project a classic right here. Like the packaging, really solid, nice quality. Standard black on both. Got the 2 LP going on. Like the extra images of, like, you know, stuff in his hometown, him and his homies at his house and such. So yeah, really good vibe to this vinyl right here. Put in the back of the outer sleeve for protection. Yeah, that's essential. Oh, you know, we had to cop the Offseason by J. Cole. Definitely like this project a lot too from last year. Definitely stepping up his game. Would I say I like this more than Forest Hills Drive? That's a great question. I just think there's a lot of nostalgia attached to Forest Hills Drive, at least for me. So there's a little bias there. But I do think J. Cole's quality has only improved since Forest Hills Drive. KOD, I'm on the fence about. I didn't listen to it that much. But I don't think it deserves all the hate that a lot of people would be spewing towards it, you know. But nah, he did his thing on the Offseason. I like the album art and the gatefold that he did on there. Yeah, I like the colors, like the orange, blue, and the black. Looks really cool. So yeah, shout out to him for this vinyl. Next up, we got the Jimi Hendrix Experience, or Are You Experience, by the boy Jimi. You know, I had gotten hip to Jimi like, what was it, like late 2020, I'd say. I mean, I've heard his music before. Like, how can you not hear a lot of the singles, like, you know, Hey Joe? It's been like tons of movies as well. But yeah, I actually sat down, listened to the whole thing. Big fan of it overall. Like, psychedelic rock is just good for the soul, you know. But yeah, I like the packaging as well. I'm glad they just repressed this, like one of the records that they just keep repressing, so it's easily accessible for everybody. Because but if you try to search for an OG copy of it, you're not gonna have any good luck with that. So good luck if you are. And then I think this is the last one. We got Be Right Back by Georgia Smith. Yeah, I really like this EP from 2021. I prefer the OG cover rather than the alternate cover, but you know, it's good to, like, you know, vary things from different like mediums as well, like vinyl, CD, and then streaming. You know, just more art is always welcome, I'd say. But this is on the red translucent vinyl, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is another pretty simple one. It wasn't too expensive either, so I'm not mad at the minimal packaging of it. And I did keep the hype sticker on there. And shout out to my aunt for getting me this record too, along with the J. Cole record you saw. But that's gonna about wrap it up, you know. So this is just part 2, and I got a few more parts to do. I'm not about to sit here for like close to 2 hours showing y'all all my records. I'd rather break it up in chunks, just, you know, we'll spoon feed it to y'all. So if you like the video, leave a comment, let me know what record that you liked from this, if you got any other recommendations. Like the channel, and then, you know, subscribe, of course. So, and thanks for watching, of course, you know. So y'all have a good one.